Hello, good day. This is Rita Dulfo. I am going to present the community project proposal of Group 3, class of BPAOUMN 13, School Community Partnership Project entitled Adapt a School. Our proposal is to conduct a community program wherein we can help the target children and adults on getting ready for this coming school year. The objectives of our community project proposal is to have a program in the chosen community, help children, out of school youth, and undergraduate adults to support the education of undergraduate adults who wish to pursue their studies, to teach basic reading and writing to the street children in the community, to help those families who are not capable of giving the right education to their children, give a chance to learn and experience the innovation that is happening, letting them showcase their skills and talents and makes learning more interesting than playing. To prepare students and parents in the opening of classes, orientation on new normal and safety precautions and protocols as implemented based on the IATF or Interagency Task Force, DOH, Department of Health, DepEd, Department of Education. This project aims to teach children and adults to learn and be aware of our society. Adopt a School project encourages the private sector to help children, out of school youth, and undergraduate adults in support of the Republic Act 8525, an act establishing an Adopt to School program providing incentives, therefore, and for other purposes. As mandated in the Republic Act 8525, Section 3, Adopt a School program, there is hereby established the Adapt a School program, which will allow private entities to assist a public school, whether elementary, secondary, or tertiary, preferably located in any of the 20 poorest provinces identified by the Presidential Council for Countryside Development or any other government agency tasked with identifying the poorest provinces in, but not limited to, the following areas: staff and faculty development for training and further education, construction of facilities, upgrading of existing facilities, provision of books, publications, and other instructional materials, and modernization of instructional technologies. Connecting the new curriculum to the real world gives us the chance to show the developed plan of teaching and learning, and also allows attending classes with complete school supplies. Adapt School is a community-based project that aims to aid students and parents to alleviate school opening expenses and new normal safety and preparedness. This project also engages the selected community to actively participate through collecting and rendering community disposable, reusable household items. An example, plastic bottles, newspapers, magazines, wares, scrap metals, and copper, which can be translated into other reusable school supplies. Our date of implementation is August 10, 2022. Project proponents: number 1, in collaboration with the Department of Education Adapt Preschool Program and National Bookstore, Project Aral and Project Aklat. Number 2, Paper Seed Foundation, an NGO which offers corporate social responsibility with diligence on program management. Number 3, Integrated Recycling Industries Philippines Incorporated is the first company in the Philippines specializing in solid waste recycling and reclamation services. Number 4, Public school that conducts ALS or Alternative Learning System program. Number 5, Teachers who are willing to provide free lessons. Bachelor of Public Administration students, namely Crisostomo Moises, Dulfo Rita, Jaramilla Clarrize, Olazo Anabel, Perez Justine Mika, Reyes Bernadeth, Rivas Glezel. Target participants for the proposal: all back-to-school youth and street children in the community, unprivileged, out-of-school youth, and undergraduate adults who want to pursue their studies. For the timeline of the project,
Due dates is July 27 to 29. Actions to take: conduct feasibility studies in the target community. Committee in charge, overall chair. July 30, August 1, completion, submission, and approval of the project proposal. Committee in charge, co-chair. By August 2 to 3, the actions to take is coordination with the barangay of the chosen community, discuss proposed plans with the NGOs, DepEd, ALS, and private schools. Committee in charge, program committee, and overall chair. By August 4 to 9, pre-registration and validation, evaluation of the participants, accounting and budgeting of the funds, listing of the school supplies that need to be purchased, purchasing and preparing the school supplies and other donations. Committee in charge, quality assurance, communication, and overall chair. By August 10, this is the implementation of the program. Committee in charge, program committee, certificates committee, technical committee. In this slide, I will show you the project organization and staffing. Overall chair, the one responsible for the completion of the project, initiates and assists in developing, planning, implementing, and administering goals and objectives related to the assigned area. Assigned personnel is T3 group. Co-chair, determine objectives, resource budgets, and schedule for the program implementation. Orchestrating the committee sessions and are tasked with moving through the day's agenda, meeting deadlines, and fulfilling program goals. Assigned personnel, Rita. Program committee, the one in charge of the program execution and program flow. Assigned personnel, Neil. Certificates committee, the one that handles the database and details of the participant, handles the certificates to be given after the project. Assigned personnel, Clarrize. Technical committee, the one that designed the visual aids and technical management plan. Assigned personnel, Clarrize.
Communications Committee. Keep the people updated about the project, program flow, and development. Communicate with people. Name of Committee, Bernadeth. Creatives Committee. Monitor performance and accomplish the project objective. Name of Committee, Glezel. Publications Committee. Control changes in the project and handles the publication of works through the use of social media. Name of Committee, Justine. Quality Assurance Committee. Report on project activities and contribute to the execution of the project. Name of Committee, Anabel. General Budget Requirement. In this table, you can see our budget requirement for this proposal. Item number 1 is food that costs 10,000 pesos. Item number 2, school supplies with tote bag, notebook, paper, pencil, crayons, eraser, ruler, colored paper that costs 17,500. School supplies with tote bag, notebook, yellow pad, ball pen, highlighter, correction tape, pentel pen, wrapping paper that cost 5,000 pesos. Hygiene kit, alcohol, tissue paper, hand soap, face mask, vitamin C that cost 14,000 pesos. Token of appreciation for guest speaker cost for 1,400 pesos. Paper for certificate, 20 pieces. It's worth 30 pesos. And for the tarpaulin, uh, amount of 1,000 pesos. And the total expenses for this project is 48,930 pesos. Project approval and information dissemination plan. We have 9 steps to take. Number 1, posting the program through the internet or social media. Number 2, publish program and project briefs through websites of partnered government and NGO agencies. Number 3, meeting with the DepEd, Paperseed Foundation, and National Bookstore Committee. Number 4, presenting through local conferences or meetings with National Bookstore, DepEd, PUP, Paperseed Foundation, other professional associations, and non-government organizations. Number 5, aerial visitation and listing of beneficiaries. Number 6, meeting of the committee. Number 7, packing and preparing donated school supplies. Number 8, distribution day and mini program for the students. Number 9, presenting project results to local community groups, daycare centers, and other local stakeholders. Program flow. Registration from 8 o'clock a.m. to 8:30 a.m. We allotted 30 minutes for this activity, and the person in charge is Project Coordinator Bernadeth. Preliminaries, opening prayer, national anthem, acknowledgement of participants. We also allotted 30 minutes for this from 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. The person in charge is the Master of Ceremonies, Neil. Welcome remarks and overview of the program activity from 9 a.m. to 9:10 a.m. The person in charge is the T3 group, Bachelor of Public Administration. Distribution of the books to be used in storytelling. We allotted 5 minutes for this from 9:10 to 9:15 a.m. The person in charge is the Creative Floor Director, Glezel. Storytelling for out-of-school youth and other participants. We allotted 45 minutes for this from 9:15 to 10 o'clock a.m. The person in charge is the project manager, Rita. Presentation of the program via audio and video presentation. We allotted 10 minutes for this from 10 o'clock to 10:20 a.m. The person in charge is the technical director, Clarrize. Acknowledgement of guest speakers. We also allotted 10 minutes from 10:20 to 10:30 a.m. Master of Ceremonies, Neil, and technical director, Clary. A speech from the Department of Education from 10:30 a.m. to 10:50 a.m. from the new secretary and our Vice President Sara Z. Duterte. Speech from Commission on Higher Education from 10:50 a.m. to 11:10 a.m. The person in charge is the head of CHED, Dr. Jo Mark M. Libre. A speech from Polytechnic University of the Philippines from 11:10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. from the University President, Mr. Manuel M. Muhi. Distribution of school supplies to the participants according to age, starting from 5 to 7 years old, kinder and grade 2, 8 to 12 years old, grade 3 and 6, 13 to 18 years old, junior high school and senior high school. And the last is the out-of-school youth and adults. Person in charge is the publication and quality assurance coordinators, Justine and Anabel. Parents' brief orientation on new normal and school safety and preparedness from 11:40 a.m. to 11:55 from our guest speaker. Lunch break, distribution of food packs from 11:55 a.m. to 12:10 noon. Person in charge is the publication and QA coordinators, Justine and Anabel. Adapt a school program objectives, Project Aral, Project Aklat program from 12:10 noon to 12:30 noon. Person in charge is the speech by T3 group. Collecting of recyclable materials in partnership with IRI Philippines Incorporated in exchange of school supplies. Person in charge is the Technical Director Clary and Project Manager Rita. Distribution of books. We allotted 20 minutes for this from 1 o'clock to 1:20 p.m. The person in charge is the Project Coordinator Bernadeth. Awarding of certificate of participation to resource speakers and participants from 1:20 to 1:40 p.m. The person in charge is the Master of Ceremonies, Neil. For our closing remarks, we allotted 30 minutes for this from 12:30 noon to 1 o'clock p.m. The person in charge is the T3 group. And it's a wrap! Thank you for watching our community project proposal. In behalf of T3, I would like to send my warmest greetings to you. And also, I would like to thank our instructor, Ma'am Maria Consolacion A. Acero, our instructor in STP and Civic Welfare Training Service, the Director of National Service Training Program, Dr. Robelina B. Jacolbia. Our group consists of Mark Neil Moses Crisostomo, Rita Dulfo, Clarrize Jaramilla, Anabel Olazo, Justine Mika Perez, Bernadeth Reyes, Glezel Rivas. Thank you.